Thank you for tuning in to Auntie Tamee Show. This is the Auntie Tamee Show, and I'm excited. We have an exciting guest today, and actually she's like a co-host, so we're just gonna be chatting it up. We want you all to, engage in this fun, show activity today. We're gonna be just chatting about everything, all things entertainment. Our Black Blonde Club. We look fair. Yes. And I just, and I want to introduce everyone to Los Angeles. Actually, is it PR, public relations rep? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'm a celebrity publicist here in Los Angeles.
Celebrity publicist in Los Angeles. And you may know one of her main celebrities, a well-known actress.
Yeah,
and
I work with a lot of different actors, actresses, and experts like Nene Leakes, Shirley Ralph, Victoria Rowell.
Wow.
Radio personalities, J. Anthony Brown, Russ Parr.
Wow.
I've worked with Isaiah Washington. So I've worked with a lot of people in television and film. I'm really excited. I've been very fortunate. Right now I'm working with did you see the reality show Preachers of Detroit? I'm working with Bishop Coletta Vaughn.
Come on.
If you watch the Yanla Fix My Life.
Yes.
There were two pastors that came out gay. I'm working with one of the gay pastors, Pastor Mitchell Jones. So I'm doing a lot of work because of my advocacy in the LGBT community. I get called on a lot to do work in that community as well.
Well, wow, you are just all over, and it seems like that I love your radiance and your smile because you know that you're doing what you do best, and that's your labor of love.
I'm very lucky to be able to wake up in the morning and
hallelujah,
do what I love.
Come on, that's where it's at.
By the way, my name is Wyllisa Bennett. I'm in Los Angeles.
Miss Wyllisa Bennett.
Yeah, you can visit my website at www.wyllisabennett.com.
Excellent. And also, right in front of Miss Wyllisa is also her Twitter. You can click on or contact her for any public relation business. And also, she's going to be, I'm not certain in Los Angeles, but I did hear that she's going back to Durham, North Carolina.
Durham, North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina originally.
Okay.
So I'm taking a business trip next week going back to North Carolina. And one of the things that I'll be doing is teaching master classes with the communication students at my alma mater, which is North Carolina Central University, which is ranked in the top 12, one of the top 12 schools.
Wow, congratulations.
CUC schools.
That is wonderful.
Like I think U.S. Record and Report or something, one of those magazines. But anyway, they're just one of the top Black schools in the country.
Oh, congratulations to you being an alma mater, as well as having the opportunity to go back and give back. And, especially what you do as far as public relations and working with major celebrity and stars. So it sounds like a wonderful opportunity. I hope and, pray that everything works out in regards to the turnout and the opportunity for the younger generation that's coming up and want to follow in your footsteps. And I think that's very invaluable. So congratulations and salute.
Thank you. I'm really excited about it. I think they were a little impressed with my bio. So
I know I am. All the pastors and the communities, and I'm like, she in there. She know what she doing. She's sought after.
It's one of the things that I want to do. It's one of my things on my bucket list to be able to teach in a university setting. So
congratulations.
I'm excited.
Yes, that's going to be a wonderful week next week. And as we mentioned earlier, about a few moments ago in the show, we are again the Black Blonde Club. Check us out. We're going to work to the left. Word.
People think when you wear your hair natural, it's cheap.
Right.
It's like I spend more money on my hair.
See,
wearing it in this is an expensive frock.
Tell them where you're coming from.
First of all, let's talk about the hair product.
Yes.
Number one. Like, I don't
listen
know
up, y'all.
But I got shelves of hair products.
Yes.
Like I got a CVS situation going on in my bathroom for all types of hair products. depending on what day,
Right.
how the day does, what precipitation is outside, it will determine what products I need.
That's right.
And this is the thing, can never run out of them at
no running out. We got to keep all this beautiful.
Can never be without some good hair product.
I'm with you. 2 snaps on that. Several snaps on that.
Yeah, and then you can't just go in a drugstore and pick up some blonde hair color and just blind your. Oh no, honey.
No, you got to get in the chair.
Yeah, you got to get in the chair. You got to get with somebody that understands the chemistry of color.
That's right, a chemist.
Yes, the hairstylist, the chemistry of color. They have to understand that.
Right.
And so, you know, by me being in LA, I'm very fortunate to be around some of the top hairstylists, you know, in the industry.
Oh, I bet. Oh.
So, you know, for the fall, she did this little thing. Normally, I'm always all blonde. But she gave me some roots, girl. Ooh,
I love it. It is just beautiful. So, all the brown.
I'm usually all golden and all blonde. So it took me a minute to get used to these dark roots. But
I love it.
I'm working it out. You know, I might go get a new driver's license.
Just I need a new one. I got a new look. I got to get a new one. So get ready for me.
So it needs to match my driver's license.
And it needs to match what you do, girlfriend. You're a celebrity PR rep. So it's all got to, it's all got to mesh right. You feel me?
Look, definitely one of the things about PR is image is everything.
Bam.
And so, I have to look the part that I play.
That's right. That's right.
And so, when I'm representing some of the top personalities in the industry, you want to walk through the door and look like you belong at the table too.
Thank you. Yes.
So I'm working hard, working out and all that good stuff, trying to, as Vivica says, fit and fine.
Fit and fine, baby. Fit. And you do look fit and you do look fine.
Girl, it's a challenge.
But don't get all.
I got the fight is on. I got to stay at my boxing weight.
Come on.
But we do what we do out here.
That's right. Well, you're doing a very beautiful job, and it shows. And you are playing the part to the fullest, and that shows. And see, and as viewers, get to know you more. They see that your line of celebrities that work with you. That you are at the top of your game.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate, to be able to, do what I love at the top.
That's
of
wonderful.
The food chain.
That's
so I'm
right.
I'm very fortunate and very blessed.
Oh, I'm so happy.
But I'm not one to rest on my laurels. I still have other goals.
Yes, and you should because I think that when it comes to ambition and dreams, it's usually more than just one.
Yeah.
You do have a major dream, a major vision, but then you have little things that make us who we are. As a whole. So it can be something even more simple than, being a mega celebrity public relations rep. And, in the biggest, superstar city there is, and it's Los Angeles. So.
And to be funny, what's so funny about it, I kind of stumbled into the entertainment industry, you know. So, but there's a saying about what is luck is opportunity meeting up with preparation. So I would always tell people, always prepare yourself to be lucky, because I've been extremely lucky in my career, but I've also always been very prepared.
Yes.
For what could possibly be around the corner.
And I love that. I love that because a lot of, I listen to like Lisa Nichols, a lot of speakers and I won't say book writers, they're bestsellers, as Lisa Nichols put it. And these are $1 million writers, if you will. And they speak on that. And young people and individuals with dreams and goals, they have to realize that what you stated is absolutely profound. Preparation meets opportunity, which helps with your luck.
Exactly. It really
that's profound.
I am definitely a strong proponent in that mantra. And I have definitely seen that work in, my life.
Yes.
Just being prepared and being due diligent. And another thing that's really important that I tell people is throughout our career, we have to do things or take a job or something that we think is taking us off our beaten path. But everything makes sense along the journey. And I give a perfect example that, like, when I started my career, I was a journalist. And, when you're a journalist, you're not making much money.
Right.
And so I took a part-time job in an accounting firm.
Mm-hmm.
So in the accounting firm, I learned the basics of accounting.
Exactly.
Well, flash forward, 20 years later, when I'm running my own business, guess who does my books? Me.
Yes.
Because I learned the basics of accounting from a part-time job that I had 20 years ago. So it's all those little things that add up to big things.
That's right. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Wyllisa. Because like Will Smith said, and that's a segue into Will, he said sometimes you have to fall, but when you fall, what did he say? You fall forward. And that accountant career, that part-time accountant career afforded you the opportunity. Like you stated, you were prepared to run your own business. Yeah. And see, these are keys. These aren't setbacks, and these aren't, okay, there's a detour off my path. No, this is a part of your path. Your path.
At the time when I took the part-time job, I just took it as this will provide me extra money so I can do X, Y, Z, probably shops because I, love to shop, But,
me too, girl.
I knew that, bling.
Oh, yeah, I'm loving it.
I like nice things.
Bling, bling, bling.
So, but I always, I took the part-time job so I could have extra money to do things.
Right.
But who knew that knowledge, would come in handy where I'm running my own business. I'm keeping my own books. I understand the basic mechanics of accounting.
Yes.
So I know, like I'll say this: nobody can steal $1 from me because I know how to count it.
Come on, where my dollars at? I know my dollars if they're in the bank, in my pocket, or stuffed under my mattress.
It always when I read stories about how the accountant took people's money.
TLC.
I'm like, I don't understand that because
all good and love and respect, but
because number one, if you sign your own checks, number two, you get a statement of how much money you got. I'm sure, I don't know about you, but I'm on my online banking every couple of days.
Yes.
If the bank takes a penny, I don't notice it.
I think we right there. We like an eagle. I'm eagle eye. I'm like, wait a minute, what's up with my coins? Who's taking what and why and what for? Me and the bank, we got a real understanding, especially when it comes to them dollars and them cents.
Exactly. So I think that's just really important,
Yes.
So for sure.
I love it. And it's funny because, just I mentioned when you stated about your finances and writing checks and being on top of your accounting, the first person came to my mind was Oprah. And Oprah always said, look, I writes my checks and I writes everybody else's checks. Cause
Bill Cosby gave her that advice because he had gone broke in his career. And one of the pieces of advice he gave her was write your own checks. And I always remember that. And so it's like, no matter how big you are, I don't think you need to find time to sit down and write your own checks.
Yes. Well, when it comes to finances, money, that's something that we as our people need to be educated on and need to be mindful of and know that this is your responsibility and accountability. Because I'm going to touch on this real quick. Susan B. Anthony, she fought for the right to know math. She asked her father, and this is not a quote unquote, it's just she asked her father, why can I not learn math? Because back then it was against the law for white women and anybody of color, black slaves, to be educated on math. Well, see, they knew the numbers and they didn't want us to know the numbers or anyone else. But when you know the numbers and you're educated in money and finances and what's coming in, what's going out, how you balance it. And like Bill Cosby's advice, you write your checks, you handle your accounting and be educated. So hats off to you. I salute you for that.
Exactly. I still got more to do, but I definitely know the basics.
Well, I think that's a basically good start, Miss Wyllisa. I think that you willing it just right, if you ask me.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
Thank
You're so welcome. And I also want to touch on the fact that you're going to be, when you get back to home, to Durham, North Carolina, you're going to be teaching classes. Can you elaborate on the type of classes,
Yeah,
who can look
actually,
forward, and how they can contact you and things like that?
Well, actually, I will be teaching a class. Actually, I'm going to Durham, North Carolina, which is where the new AG is from. Attorney General is from Durham, North Carolina.
Wow.
And but I'm going back to Durham, North Carolina. I went to North Carolina Central University back in the day.
Yeah. Back in the day or current. Hey, you got that education.
You know, pledge my little AKA.
Yeah.
Hello to all my sorors out there. But anyway, I'm going back. They asked me to come and teach the mass communication students.
Congratulations.
You know, give them some pearls of wisdom.
Yes.
About, my career and, just try to help them through some things,
yes.
Try to educate them. But one of the things that I really want to tell them, and I think this is so important for people to know this, when I was like 19 and 20, I had a clear vision of what I wanted my life to be. Like, I wasn't like nilly-willy about my future.
Come on.
Like, I had goals.
Come on.
And I was very clear about the type of life I wanted.
I
knew I didn't want to be some poor Black girl from North Carolina that's just at some 9-to-5 job.
Come on.
My parents went to school. I'm a 4th generation college graduate. I mean, which is unheard of in most Black families.
Yes.
But that just goes to show you that in my family, how important education. I'm sorry.
It's valued.
I'm 3rd generation, and then my nephew's 4th generation.
There it is.
But that just goes to show, because most people our age is either 1st generation, maybe 2nd generation. So for me to be 3rd generation, and then I have a nephew who's 4th generation,
following the footsteps,
college graduate, that just goes to show how important like education was in my family.
Yes.
My parents helped raise me. They were always big on me getting my learning.
Yes.
That's what they would say. You need
learning. There you go.
You need to get, and these were people who have 4th and 6th grade educations. And they supported the family, highly intelligent and intuitive and tenacious.
Wonderful.
And of course they passed that on to me.
Yes.
And by me just having access and opportunities, I was one to take those opportunities and access and run with it. So I was very clear from a very early age what I wanted my life to look like 20 years from now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What kind of lifestyle I wanted. And when you have those very clear goals and very clear imagery of yourself, then that really determines your path.
Yes.
Who you can associate with.
That is correct.
Associate
Come on,
with.
bring it to me.
What jobs you take.
Come on.
What friends you have.
Oh.
Like when you're very clear about who you are and where you want to be, everything that you do, everything you say, every action needs to be dedicated towards that goal. So that's one of the things that I will share with the students.
I'm so happy. And also to any of our fans, anyone that's, engaging in our meaningful advice, life advice, personal advice, I want you Black young ladies to really, our sisters, I need you to soak this up like a sponge. And I need you to take it personal, because this is your life. And Miss Wyllisa is saying, and also mentioned by our First Lady, I might add, Mrs. Michelle Obama, that you take your education over even boys. You take your education critically serious, and you value your education above all and everything. Because at the end of the day, Miss Wyllisa summed it up clear and concise. It's your path to where you go, who you meet, who you associate with, your blessings. So please, I'm begging you to please listen and take this. It's like diamonds. She just handed you some diamonds. I don't know anybody that would just toss some diamonds away. So please soak this up. Come on, come on. Don't toss that.
I think it's really important because people, when you're young, you can get so caught up in just the day to day and whatever you're
That's
doing,
right.
not thinking about the future. And for me, I always have my eye on the big prize, and I still do.
Yes.
I mean, there's
Yes.
still there's still some things, there's still some goals and
Yes.
things that I want to achieve. So I still have my eye on the prize.
I
for
love
sure.
it. I love it. And that and for me, it is the same aspiration goals, the same, pretty much the same way that as a young teenager, I was not like yourself haphazard.
Yeah,
I
can't be haphazard about your life.
No. And another thing that's critical in with the haphazardness that to me encompasses being mindful is also obedience.
Yes.
It's becomes a habitual. You have to accept it as a lifestyle. It has to become habitual, because at the end of the day, you don't want to continue to veer off and you find your life spiraling out of control because you lacked obedience and you didn't have the eye of the tiger and the passion, and above all else, the love for yourself and what your outcome is going to be in your life. And the earlier you adopt this, I'm talking single digit. I'm talking 8 years old. The earlier for our black sisters, our young black baby girls, we need them to indoctrinate this ideology, lifestyle, regardless if your parents is teaching it in your home. You're getting it from us, and we want you to be the best that you can be.
Yeah. And I just want to say this.
Okay.
I was extremely lucky to have parents who, like, they were big dreamers and they think really, really big. So I always grew up, like, my parents always told me, oh, Wyllisa, you can be anything you want to be. They were always so encouraging. They always were the ones pushing me to, be the best that I can be and everything. And I realized that a lot of women don't come out of homes as nurturing as I did. So I'm going to say it here. You can be anything you want to be.
Yes.
You can do anything you want to do.
Come on.
And I love this wonderful campaign that Misty Copeland is a part of. Like, and it says, I will what I want. And I go, that is just so fantastic, because you really do have to will what you want in life to get what you want out of life.
That is correct.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You summed it up beautifully. And I read that too about, it's Misty Copeland. I seen a little write-up. Yes. And she's absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
Her talent and her blessing and her gift to us. And I'm happy you mentioned her and her, basically her life quote.
Yeah.
And I want the young ladies to continue to grasp that and research her and dig deep and become concrete with that. Because that's your life raft. I want young ladies to go, well, I know several, my man's not treating me right. He whooping my ass. And ain't nobody trying to get down like that. You protect you. You go for you.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say, as far as Misty Copeland is concerned, her life story, A Ballerina's Tale, is available in theaters. Her movie just came out. It is available in theaters, as well as, I think you can also watch it on Amazon.com. So check that out.
I'll watch that too.
With her. Yes. Yeah, if you're not familiar with her, she's the first African-American premier ballerina in a top, ballerina company.
The highest that she can go.
The highest
and
American ballet theater.
Come on.
So
beautiful.
So she's a wonderful inspiration, and she did this campaign, called I Will What I Want. And it just makes so much sense, because you really do have to will what you want. And I don't know, I just never, I guess because my mom was like such a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
I just always put myself at a priority. Like, a lot of women put a lot of other people at a priority, the guys that they're dating or their child, this, that, and the other.
Yes.
But I always, for me, number one was always me.
Yes.
So, and you can say, well, that's a little selfish. maybe so, but
You have to do what you have to do.
I will
At
what
the
I
end,
want.
that's right. You will what you want, and guess what? And you will what that you do not want. And that's
Exactly.
trials and
Exactly.
tribulations, struggle,
Exactly.
and everything else that other people seem to hate on.
I
Well,
mean,
why are
that's what
you not doing
yeah.
that, or why is you doing it, or why is she putting up that? Because she's not what willing. What? Come on, Miss
Yeah.
Wyllisa, tell me.
So, like, and because, I have a certain level of self-esteem, a certain level of standard,
Yes.
there's a certain level of person that can step to me,
Come
and I
on.
think we were talking earlier,
Yes.
I mean, guys and, they want my number and then they want to like text me to death. It's like, if you don't have time to get on the phone and talk to me and get to know me, I ain't got time to text you because I'm busy.
That's
I'm
right.
on the grind. I'm on the grind.
Yeah, we making this money. We holding it down. We
Yeah.
making this money. We
Yeah,
paying our
I'm holding
bills.
it down,
And what? And what we got? Bling. And we bought it ourselves. So if you ain't that got time to pick up the phone, put this, a speaker to your head and a mic down here where your mouth is, then you ain't got time for a quality woman like us.
Exactly.
Black blonde, baby. Black blonde.
Exactly. I mean, I'll say hey and bye, but like all this text conversation, like
Writing a book.
look, I'm not the girl.
Yes.
I'm not the girl for that.
And I'm
like, you still got to pick up the phone.
Yes. And it's about quality. Yes. And standards at the end of the day. And getting to know the human being and the woman and the person. Because, we not no machines on the other end of these machines.
Exactly.
Come on. Wonderful. Exactly. Wonderful. I am so excited. This has been an absolutely wonderful show. We hit on several different meaningful, profound topics. And if you're tuning in or you're just tuning into the show, we've been at it. And I'm telling you, Miss Wyllisa and I, we have had a wonderful time together. And I'm so grateful for this moment and to grace her beautiful presence. And she's so beautiful sweet and gorgeous. And it just makes me so grateful. And I just want to make sure that you all out there get to share what I'm personally sharing right now. And it's invaluable. And thanks for tuning in. But what we want to also do, since, we're in the Black Blonde Club, educated, classy women with class and style. We're about, our health, keeping our temple and body. What you drinking? What's in your glass? I just drank mine. Come on.
One of the things that I had to cut out of my diet was orange juice, and that was a slow death. But because of the sugar.
Okay. I'm still on orange juice. I'm on organic orange juice. But 8 ounces.
Let me tell you, I just had to cut orange juice out. So in its place, I started drinking more vegetable juices. Okay. And I don't know about in where you are, but there are like juice bars all over the place. They're like Starbucks, where people, they'll do it right in front of you. Juice
Yummy.
Bars with the greens and spinach, apples, lemons, and stuff. Plus, you can buy a lot of these juices already made.
Yes.
In the store, like Whole Foods or whatever.
Yes.
So in place of orange juice, I started, drinking these more healthy, green juices. And so, and it helps you with your skin.
Yes.
And, gives it a glow.
That's right. Keep us nice and supple. Less
calories.
Yes.
Less calories. So, for me, it's all about the sugar. So I'm doing lots of cardio and watching my sugar intake.
Wonderful. And speaking of cardio, I just bought a cardio hula hoop. So during the winter time here back in Ohio, we get all that snow. So we get sometimes stuck. There you go. And when I'm cooped up, I keep it moving. I keep the heart rate going. But, I'm naturally petite. I got little areas I got to work on, but I'm a naturally petite person. So I burn a lot of calories, a lot. But however, speaking of the cardio, for me or anyone in the cold territory, that when you get stuck, get your workout hula hoop. You still can get your cardio on, your exercise on. You can keep it right through the winter. And above all else,
I forget in other parts of the country there actually is winter.
Yeah, there's snow, and we get stuck, and I hate it. You're lucky.
I heard, like on the news, like Syracuse got snow, like last couple of days. I like snow,
and you got all that sun and dry.
Sun.
Oh,
yeah, I was emailed a friend of mine, and she was like, "Oh, I hope your day is grand. It's a gorgeous day here, back in North Carolina." And I emailed her back. I said, "It's always gorgeous in Southern California."
It never rains in Southern California. Come on.
In fact, I
They
had to
tell me.
close some of the shades because the sun was shining so bright.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm coming. I'm abandoning this gig. Well, I'm so happy to hear that. At least you still be able to get out, get the fresh air, the the sunshine, which is, it contributes to vitamin D.
Yeah,
and that helps.
I love being out in the sun.
Yes,
I'm a sun worshiper.
Oh, I love it. I love it. You got, yes, you
I
are.
got a little bronzy tan going on.
You look beautiful. I love it. I love it. And the sun is a good thing for us all, even if we're stuck on the East Coast with a bunch of snow. But I am so happy to hear that you're drinking the greens, you juicing with the greens and cutting out the sugars and making your skin glow and your hair and bones strong. But above all else, it's for me, I think the raw diet is exceptional because I find that it cuts your cravings. You don't crave for a lot of different junk.
Right.
And
that's true.
So
I mean, when you're eating, and the thing about me, because I grew up in North Carolina, we always ate off the land, because we had farms and gardens.
Come on.
So I've always, it's really funny, I've always eaten organically, because that's just the way how we grew up.
Right. It's a lifestyle.
North Carolina, there were gardens, so we always ate off the land.
That's right.
So I grew up eating fruits and vegetables. So that's something that's all, I've been doing that just forever. It's always been part of my lifestyle. I've always been physically fit.
Wonderful.
So I've always worked out. So it's just as you get older, you have to start monitoring things.
That's right. And when I come out to LA, I'm gonna come and run with you. Oh, okay. Yoga, whatever you want, stretches, whatever, I do when we get out there. That's a part of it for sure.
For sure. It sounds good.
Wonderful. And also, I want to touch on quickly, it's a segue into organic. Now, you have not QVC, but CVS, shampoos, conditioners, makeup, hair conditioner, deep conditioners, oils. I love oils.
Yeah.
Skin and hair.
I'm not really big on oil.
Oh, okay.
My hair doesn't really like oil.
It sits too heavy. Or
it's
just
too heavy. So like I can have products with oil already infused in it.
Okay.
But you know how some people they're just so fanatical about washing their hair and then put oil on their hair and then conditioner or whatever. Like I don't do that. I never put raw oil, just oil on my hair like that. My hair just doesn't respond well to, it just doesn't respond to oil in that way. Like if it's infused in the product that I'm using, then it's fine. Maybe when my hair is all twisted up, maybe I'll put a couple of drops in my hand and warm it up in my hand just to take my twist out so my hand's not damp or dry or anything. But just as a general rule, me just pouring oil and putting it in my hair, my hair is not that defeats the whole purpose of me doing my hair because it will look a hot mess.
I got you. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that because it's funny because I use a drop of castor oil or coconut oil and it's just like a dime drop just to distribute it through. You don't need anything heavy and weighted. And it's funny because when there's moisture, humidity, I can go out in the rain, my hair can get wet, but I'll end up with a real tight fro. And then when it's no humidity, like today, then it's like I got, compliments of Mother Nature. I got a natural perm. So it straightens it out on its own, which of course, I'm I'm part Seminole and black. So the Indian part is also, keeps I guess that's the part where my hair lays a lot more, but I love the natural look. I love the crinkled look, and it's just to me it's a fab look.
This is a twist out. I have 4A hair, so my hair is really coily and really curly. So, I do experience a lot of shrinkage. But what I've learned now, I used to do just regular twist outs, but now I do a flat twist just all over my head.
Okay.
And that seems to do better. It gives me a better result.
So, wonderful. I'm happy to hear it. And you look so fab. Yes, you do. Because I love seeing hair with body, life. I love seeing hair that's all natural, not just so perm that it's just flat. and it doesn't have a character. You want to have a character about your hair. And I don't care how coarse it is. You laid some numbers on me. I wasn't familiar with the numbers, but I'm familiar with, whether it's, more textured in regards to, or how textured in regards to the fullness or the body or the tightness, things like that. So
you just have to play and experiment with your hair. I mean, I told you I was blessed with great hair and nails and skin. So,
yes, you did, girl.
So I got great genetics.
Come on.
For those things,
Yes, you do.
So I didn't get a couple of other things I wished for, but
I know.
It's not so bad having great nails, hair, and skin.
Yeah,
so.
and beauty, and like you said, the badunk-a-bunk, give them the badunk-dunk. So we got those beautiful features.
So you have to experiment and get to know your hair, what it likes, what it dislikes,
right?
And I've been natural almost 5 years, so it's been a journey. Learning about my hair and everything. So it really has.
And it's funny you mention that, because when we're younger and, you start getting of that age, you want to be all cute and you want it straight. You want it this color, that color. And I went through my phase, like, when I was 16 and, somebody looking at me, I'm like, oh, I'm about to go do my hair. And, played with perms and stuff, which I didn't need. I ended up with strings. But I learned over the years, and I learned early on in my early mid-20s, just leave it natural. Well, I don't care if it's a big old outrageous afro and it's like this, or it's just, it does go straight on its own, because I don't even put heat in my hair. I limit all of the heat. I don't have a flat iron in my home. So I stay away from heat. If it's not from the sun or just hot water in the shower, then no heat is going to touch my hair.
Exactly. I mean, I'm very fortunate, obviously, because I live in LA. So usually when I shampoo my hair and, twist it up, I just let it air dry. I mean, very rarely am I applying, very rarely am I applying any heat to my hair. Like, literally, it's just me twisting it up and, letting it air dry on its own and doing its own thing. So,
no wonder it looks all full and healthy, because the goal is full, healthy, your hair starts to fall into a natural style that complements. So it's like the hair needs to be trained, and to me it trains better when you let it just naturally do what it needs to do, what you was born with.
And I do want to tell people that this is my hair. I mean, I don't have any pieces in my hair or anything, because apparently my hair looks like a wig.
Yes, because it's so full.
Oh, thank you. And it's like the other day, I spent 10 minutes convincing a woman that this was my hair. She was like convinced it was a wig, wanted to know where I had gotten the wig.
Oh, no, she didn't.
How it was colored. And I'm like,
First of all,
let's back it up. Number one, thank you for the compliment.
It's a huge one.
Number two,
but it's all mine.
Yeah, I just came from the hair salon, who my stylist did this.
Right.
And number three, this is my own hair. I don't have pieces in my hair. It took her a minute for that to register, because she was like, well, where can you get the hair? And I just had to keep.
From my mama and my daddy.
Yeah, like, you like, this is mine.
Like, come on, lady. I mean, you can try to duplicate it from the store, but unfortunately, I can't help you.
I mean, I guess you can go to store and duplicate it, but I'm the last one to talk to you about buying some hair.
Thank you. What you say?
I was always blessed with hair, so I always had my own hair to deal with.
Come on.
So I was good in that department. So I never had to buy hair.
Yeah, we should say that's a subject I'm just not fully, aware of, and you just have to seek out other folks for that.
Other folks. There's other folks that can tell you about Remy and all Indian hair, Malaysian hair, Chinese hair, black hair, white hair, all the boys' hair.
What you say? Wyllisa's hair. Exactly.
I can't tell you about that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I always had a good grade of hair that I could work with.
That's right. Me, so. And that's a blessing. That is. That's half the battle of the beauty. Yeah. So, yes.
Exactly.
Well, girl, I've had a great time, and
It's been great talking with you.
Oh, I am so grateful, and I hope that everyone that tunes in, or if they're just tuning in, we've been talking about subjects from, being.
We just have a little girl talk.
Yeah,
so.
It's all girl talk, and it's been so informative, and I think that they can learn from all these girl talks, guys and girls.
Yeah, we just having a little girl talk, little chit chat.
And it's been so wonderful.
East Coast, West Coast kind of
West Side.
Exactly.
Well, what we have to do this again real soon.
For sure.
And
anytime.
Oh, thank you so much. And I, hope that and pray, and I know that everything will go, just fine back home. And the classes, is it like a seminar, or is it
I'm just going to do a series of master classes.
Oh, a series of master classes.
Yeah, so they can ask me Q&A, and I'll touch on various aspects of my career, and what it takes to be a publicist.
Wonderful. And will this be a fee involved, entry fee, or is it free?
No, there's students already there at the university.
Okay. Well,
so I'm coming in as a guest speaker.
Wonderful. So I hope they take a full advantage of this, workshop session, if you will, for lack of a better term, and that way they can learn a lot about public relations. And there's different public relations, right? Like there's sports, and
there's entertainment, there's sports, there's music, there's corporate. Yeah.
Wow. So very impressive.
You decide on the specialty.
Okay.
A lot of times just based on your interests.
That's interesting. Yeah, and if someone's interested in sports or gravitate to that, or more with celebrities, or like you say, singers, or in the music industry. Now, I'm assuming too that it also corresponds with their degree. Say if someone's in communications, or someone is pursuing a degree in music.
All these kids are pursuing a degree in mass communication.
Okay, so that way it makes them, they're able to go any direction because they have that general mass communications degree.
Yeah, I'm sure that some of them will minor in a very specific, specialty. But, I think I'm teaching like an intro to mass communication. So I'm kind of just giving them an overall idea of what, being a PR practitioner is all about.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I know it's going to be a huge success. I'm excited. If you get an opportunity to videotape any of it or pictures, please let me know, because I want to post it on the Auntie Tamee show. Actually, it's the Auntie Tamee show for the moment, but I'm sure to be changing to the Tamee DeVleon show. And
I was suggest that for branding purposes. Maybe I'll do a Periscope.
That sounds great, and I love it. And thank you so much. And again, for all of our viewers and hopefully fans, so y'all can come back and check us out, listen in, and learn something. Your Los Angeles celebrity public relations, Miss Wyllisa Bennett. Thank you for coming to the show. And it's been informative.
Much for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. And you've been so patient, and you're so welcome. And I thank you so much for all of your time today spent with me through the tough times, and now through the wonderful show that we just, brought to the people. So y'all boys and girls can learn something and be the best that you can be. Like our first family, we got to keep following in those footsteps.
Exactly.
And I will offer best, wishes and blessings to everyone out there that's viewing, as Auntie Tamee, or AKA Auntie Tamee DeVleon. Also, I want the best for everyone. And you have, one life to live, and live your dreams, and do be, if it requires you to be a little selfish, then do so you can be the best that you can be in this lifetime and have very little regrets. So again, we thank you for tuning in to the Auntie Tamee show. And and again, if you need to reach out to Miss Wyllisa, you can contact her on the screen. We have her Twitter posted right there. Just hit her up if you have any questions about public relations or any of the celebrities that huge mega celebrities she worked with. Maybe she could clue you in. I don't know, because I don't work with them, but she does. And definitely tune into our next show. It'll either be a rapper, it could be a comedian, but we thank you so much for tuning in today with the both of us ladies, and we're gonna keep bringing you more and more good stuff.
All right, thanks for the girl talk.
You know that's right, girl. Much love to you. I love it. It's been wonderful, and I will see you soon. And you stay beautiful, black blonde.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Love you. Hey, and I'll be texting you.
All right. Cool.
Okay. I love it.
Bye-bye.
Bye, baby. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Peace.